So we said yes to our friend's offer to set up a GoFundMe account. Honestly, it was hard. It was hard to say yes. We're so used to just doing things ourselves and just kind of secretly waiting on the Lord to provide and then being excited when He does. But actually, quite a few of you really encouraged us to say yes to this offer. And then we got a quote from a friend, just randomly sent us a message saying that he'd been thinking of this quote for a while, wanting to share it with us, and that today was the day. And it said, "If helping others reveals the best version of ourselves, then accepting help gives people a chance to do their best." So we told our friend yes, and she wrote up a description for the GoFundMe, and when I read it, I cried. It was so beautiful. It really just embodies the heart of what we think about community and church and what that really looks like. I will put the link in the description box so you can go and read.
What's your one word on how you felt that people were willing to start a GoFundMe for us?
Conflicted.
Yeah, that's what I shared last time. I kind of felt conflicted too. It's hard, especially because we are such do-it-yourselfers, and the Lord has blessed us so much. He still does, but it's
through our pride.
Yeah, he just usually pours out on us, and this feels almost like us asking.
Like us becoming weak, but not in
almost dropped you.
In a godly way.
Right. And
it's just like an easy way out.
Here, I'm gonna come sit by you.
Come on in.
Oh. And yet, what I was telling them about is that the quote that Greg sent us, that like just allowing us to let other people be a blessing.
Honestly, the thing that has allowed me to not fight this situation is that I felt like we got 2 different confirmations even prior to
Probably more than
an
2.
offer. Like 2 strong ones that I felt was just undeniably God.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Right.
yeah, definitely more confirmation. I mean, there's lots and lots of stuff, but 2 direct to me, undeniably can shake it.
Yeah. So here we are, just being vulnerable, that it's hard, but we feel really blessed that people care so much about us.
Yeah, it's definitely not like we don't appreciate it or whatever. It's just it's a weakness for me to receive help.
You are such a helper. That's probably what, I mean, yeah, thank you. So tell us about, we're looking for a van, obviously like a 12 to 15 passenger van. One thing that we've been looking for is a diesel engine because we have, that's something that we want.
We have some plans that we're looking to do in the future that we've already made a decent investment on. And a diesel, specifically one that we're looking for right now. It's a little bit older. So it's a 2003 or older van. And they're a little harder to come by. But there are a few that we're considering.
Yeah.
Actually, kind of only one.
Well, there's one that I'm really drawn to. The body's in really good shape.
Beautiful.
It's it doesn't have the seats inside because it was used for wheelchair. So it has like the wheelchair lift thing. But we have seats. I think I talked to them about this. I'm trying to remember what I said. I think I shared this on our...
Right, it only has 100,000 miles on it. And for a diesel, that's nothing. Right.
And it has a high top. You know, we just had a normal roof before. It has a high top, which I think would be a blessing as our kids get older and taller. Some of them keep shooting
Although it's
up
not like a completely functional space. It would just give you the illusion of being bigger, kind of like our house.
Yeah, it's not necessary. It's just a fun addition.
Right. It's there anyway. So it's not like we're going to take it off.
Right.
Right.
So we're kind of... That one is a couple states away. So it'd probably be like 4 hours maybe. So not too bad.
6.5.
6.5? If I went along and I talked a lot, it would feel like 4 hours because we'd fly so fast.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But there's other ones. There's one, in, what was that, Indiana that he looked at?
One in Indiana. There's one in Wisconsin.
What's the one in Wisconsin?
It's older.
Is that the one with rust underneath?
The things that are rusty underneath are not. I mean, yeah, Wisconsin gets a lot more snow than us.
Right.
But it has less rust than the one in Indiana. And it's cheaper. But it's got, if you can imagine, it's got like early 90s, almost what they would do on an RV, kind of the painting, or not painting, but pinstriping detail stuff on it. Less than desirable, but, you know.
Good thing I'm not out looking for a husband. Trying to impress people in my...
With a 15-passenger van. He's gonna run. No, you know, it's not about getting something, you know, pristine necessarily, but one of the things that we're not going to spend money on moving forward is making the outside look nice.
Yeah.
So we typically try to get a good or decent paint job vehicle. Something, you know, we always call it like a 10-foot vehicle. Something that looks good at 10 feet.
Right. Yeah, we'll keep you posted, of course, on where this goes. We want, so I guess just like we want something that, of course, is going to run well and, you know, serve us in that way.
Right.
But we don't want to spend a ton of money because we're right at this point of being able to start pouring concrete for our house. Like, we're reaching that point, and so we really want our resources to go toward that, not toward a van, you know, since we had a perfectly good van before. What are you being a stinker about? That's usually what James likes to do. He likes to get in all the...
Yeah, and I actually have a friend who, his brother had been doing auto body work for the last 25 years, and he was going to ask him about what it would be like to put the top part of the van on there. And you can...
So take our engine and our body and put a new top on it?
Essentially. But...
Wow. That's beyond my understanding.
It's just a lot of energy.
That is a lot.
I don't know that I have it in me to do that.
Right, yeah, that's a lot. We'll see what happens. I know. You want to show us how silly you are?
So everybody knows how silly you are.
This girl's turning 2 next week. Can you believe that? Not to change subjects, but she's turning 2 next week.
It went fast. But regardless of what goes on with our new vehicle, we'll have to deal with the old vehicle, and so that would require me at some point taking an engine and transmission out.
Yeah, I told her I was thinking about if you could sell those.
Or make a really cool RV. Those people like to fabricate things, and
right.
It would make...
I bet you wish it was you.
I wish it was me.
If we only had more time, right?
This work that we're doing is way more rewarding.
What do you have for me?
His toe's bleeding.
Your toe is bleeding? But you brought Mommy flowers? That's so pretty. Thank you.
Yeah, until Mama comes over.
That's the milkweed plant, isn't it?
It's wild milkweed.
Wild milkweed. Thank
It's
you.
not really good 'cause it's
You have a
poisonous for
sad
cows.
face. Is it your toe? You're hungry? I made you a muffy. There.
Two.
Two.
Two or two.
You want some milk with it? Come in. Did you have fun swimming at the neighbors? You didn't even put your swimming suit on. You swam in your clothes?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going back.
Is that what country kids do? They swim in their clothes? Was it fun?
I put on the flower. They have
You what? You picked flowers?
the
It's hard to understand you with your mouth full of muffy.
Baba picked up.
Bella picked them for you. That's so nice. Did you see the pretty flowers, Lydia?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so pretty.
I like milk.
Want some milk? Okay, yeah. These are so yummy. I'll make these with the pancake, sourdough pancake recipe from Farmhouse on Boone from her ebook, Lisa's ebook. And then I just put them in these reusable muffin cups and bake them in the oven for like, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe. And we mix in some chocolate chips with them, and you have to, the chocolate chips sink to the bottom. That's the only downside, but they're good. Okay, milk for James. I have spent the last hour and a half in the garden, and check out my harvest. This is amazing. So these very capable boys are cutting the ends. Yes.
Can I get that?
Yeah, get a butter knife and you can join them. So they are cutting the ends off of these pole beans, these purple beans, and we are going to blanch them and put them straight into freezer bags because we have so many right now. The garden is booming. Look at this cucumber. Isn't this crazy? It got forgotten. It is huge and orange and not very tasty looking.
No, I
But the rest of them we're going to make some more refrigerator pickles. We pretty much eat pickles with every meal now, don't we? Is that your eyebrows that go along with the cucumber? The other thing that the kids have been doing a lot of is playing this game, Catan. We actually checked this out from our really cool library.
Isn't this the grown-ups version?
This is the regular version. I also checked out Catan Junior, but it hasn't arrived yet. And I have a feeling by the time it comes, you guys aren't going to want to play it because you're so into Catan.
I say Catan's nice. You can do 3 to 4 players, so we usually play on teams.
Yeah, that's a good idea. 3 nights they stayed up till probably 9:30 playing Catan until we kicked them into their beds, right?
Mhm.
Because at night we're ready for like
They
quiet.
have their watches set for 9:29. Then they run in their beds.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. Yeah, so it's been fun. We get to keep it probably 3 months because we can keep renewing it. Yes, James?
Well, I'm going to cut it. I feel that. And then and then this Mama.
James is his cutting board just came out of the dishwasher. He says it's warm.
Yeah, it is.
So James is so good at cutting, and these green beans are perfect because you can cut them with a butter knife.